Hi guys, I'm back. And today we're going to do something new, similar to things we've done in the past, but a little different. What we're going to try is the kiss pour. You basically have two dirty cups, and it works a little better as I have seen. I haven't tried it yet, but I have seen that it works a little better if you do your color schemes kind of opposites, you know, like darks in one cup and lights in the other cup, or, you know, whatever. So we're going to do sort of a rainbow of colors today. We're going to have the warm colors on one side and the cool colors on the other. And then I'm going to pour a little bit of white on the canvas, probably just around the paint. I don't want to waste a lot of white paint by pouring it all under the paint. So I've seen a lot of really, really pretty kiss pours. And there's so many artists out there that have done it, you know. I'm not going to name any names. Just look up kiss pour and it'll bring up, you know, 50 different people that have done gorgeous kiss pours. So go look them up if you like this one. Like I said, I haven't done this before, so this is going to be new for me. Hopefully it's going to turn out well. I always hope it's going to turn out well, of course, but you never know. Palette knife is in the center because the camera does not like to focus on this gigantic white canvas. This is, it's not gigantic, of course, like table size would be gigantic, but it's a 16-inch by 20-inch canvas. And I don't use a lot of them, although I do like some of the paintings that I've done on 16 by 20. Some of them have turned out pretty cool. So, and this, with this particular type of pour, you can stretch your paint a lot farther, which is kind of the idea, is to stretch it further than you would have with a regular pour. So, let's get on with it. Normally I tell you what my colors are, list them below, but today I'm not going to do that because so many of my paints I mixed to get, you know, sort of a specific color or just something that would go well. This color right here, I think, has about 6 different paint colors in it just to make this color. I was trying for, I want to say it was the Cameo Pink from Apple Barrel, and this is almost exactly the right color. So just create your own colors. Go out and just grab a bunch of bottles, flip them over so you can see the underside of them, and sometimes I'll sit on the floor in Walmart with paint bottles. I have gotten a few strange looks before, but only when I'm by myself. When I'm with the kids, it doesn't seem to matter if I'm sitting on the floor in Walmart, but when I'm by myself, people kind of look at me strange. So, but yeah, just go flip the bottles over and set them next to each other, and you know, or pick a bunch of weird colors that you don't think would go together and try them anyway, because sometimes the weird colors that don't go together, you know, in your hand really look cool on a canvas. So, I digress. Let's get on with this. So we've got just all these gorgeous colors. I don't even know what to start with, really. So I think we'll start with the Wild Iris. Some of the names of these I know, some of them I don't, so I'm not going to name them all. It just, you know, it'll come out. Oh, and this one, I can't even, I think this is China Blue from Artist Loft. I mean, not Artist Loft, Apple Barrel. Sorry. And this green, I believe, is Parakeet from Apple Barrel. And this one is Tuscan Teal. See, so really most of these are, you know, the actual color. I didn't mix a lot of these. I was thinking I did for some reason, but I did not. And that blue is going straight through there, which is not what I wanted, but that's okay. And I'm just going to layer these a few times. There's something going on with that blue. I'm not sure what it is. It's too thin, and all I did was add floetrol to it, so I'm not entirely sure what the problem is with it. Normally I have to add a little bit of, well, let's change up the order a little bit. Normally I've got to add a little bit of water after I add my floetrol, but this time I didn't have to add water to anything but the white, so I don't know. Oh, stay up. Pour this lightly, hopefully it it'll kind of stay on top. Well, let's do some more of this pretty green parakeet. Alright, that should be plenty in that cup. On to the warm colors. That, like I said, that pink was a mixture of a bunch of different colors. This orange is apricot. Oh, I can't remember what this yellow is. But it's a very, it might be called bright yellow. I was going to say it's a very bright yellow, but I think that's actually what it's called. This is the cranberry. So, I lied. I'm telling you all the colors, but... oh well. This is the tropic orange. But seriously, guys, you know, really, just, it doesn't matter what colors you use. My only opinion on the colors that you use is try to have half transparent and half opaque. And I actually err on the side of a little extra transparent as opposed to extra opaque. So, you know, like 3 transparents and 2 opaques, something like that. I think if you have too many opaques, opaque sometimes, at least with the apple barrel, can tend to sort of kind of go over everything. And I don't like, let's put some more orange. I don't like it to be, you know, I like definition. And if you have too many opaques and not enough of the transparent or translucent, I feel like you don't have enough definition. But that's just my opinion. There are a lot of artists out there that say it doesn't matter. In my opinion, it does. And I wanted to say something to you guys. There's a way that you can figure out if something is opaque or transparent. You don't have to read it on the bottom. Of course, with the Artist Loft, they're going to say, this one says opaque, and it's got a solid square. Some of them will have half solid square, half empty square. Some of them will have a completely empty square. The completely empty square means transparent, I believe. Anyway, so if it's solid square, it's going to be opaque. So the Artist Loft are nice that way. A lot of the tube paints are that way. But the apple barrel paints are not like that. So what you do is you get yourself a piece of paper and paint, or you can take a marker and just draw a solid black line through there, and take your paintbrush and just do a swatch across here. You know, just a nice wide paintbrush, so you only have to go over it once. And as you can see, if you can see the black through the paint, these are going to be, especially this one, they're going to be transparent, or at least close to it, partially transparent or translucent. These right here, where you do one swipe and you can't see the black through it, those are going to be opaque. So try that out if you want to know if your paints are transparent or opaque. And then, you know, you can kind of go from your little list and say, okay, let's use this color because it looks opaque and this color because it looks transparent. So give it a try. Alright, we're going to put some white around there. First, I'm going to make sure you guys are actually still in focus. Yeah, I think you are. I'm going to put some white around the edges because your paint always needs help. And this is just thinned out white paint with floetrol and some water. And we're just going to smear it around off to the edges, and most of it will go off, hopefully. Because the idea here is not to have a lot of negative space, but it depends on how the pattern develops. We might want negative space. I don't know yet. Oh, don't go over yet. I guess it really doesn't matter, does it? He says, but I want to go over. I want to get my friend this side. Alright, we're getting there. Normally I don't like to smear white paint all over the canvas while y'all are watching, just because it's really boring to watch people do 10 minutes worth of smearing white paint. That drives me crazy. I'm not really sure who really wants to watch us smear white paint all over our canvases. So I try most of the time not to do that in front of you guys. Because if I'm watching a video and somebody's smearing white paint all over the canvas, then I'm not going to sit and watch it. I'll fast forward, or I won't. Sometimes I just click off their video. Their video wasn't, on the top of my list to watch that day. So, okay, that should be good enough. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. If the edges we need to put white paint on later, we can. No big deal. But that should help all the paint move a lot more easily. Sorry, Thor. No. That was just me. Lay down. Lay down. Come on, buddy. He heard me knocking on the canvas. He thought somebody was knocking on the door. He does it. The girls love to fool him. They love to knock on the wall in their bedroom, and it gets them barking like crazy and running towards the front door. They think it's funny. Okay, I'm just moving these paints out of the way so that I'll be able to easily tilt this. So, like I said, this is the first time I've tried this. I haven't tried it off camera or anything like that. So, wish me luck. I'm just going to pop a few air bubbles that I can see. I really don't see that many air bubbles, which is good. I think I need some more butane in my torch there. And this is probably killing y'all to see all that paint sitting there. We're not doing anything with it. Sorry, unnecessary evil. We have to fill the torch. There we go. That's better. All right. The idea is for the paint to kiss each other before it hits the canvas. That's from what I see. So we're going to try it slowly. Okay. Well, it gets a little hard towards the end there. Because the cups start touching each other. I'll have to like cut the edges of the cups next time, I think. The top edges on the outside. It's very bright. That parakeet green is just a little bright for me for this particular painting. But I don't know. We'll see. It looks really super pretty in here. The middle I'm not so thrilled about. I don't think they mixed as well as they did out here, just because it was harder for them to kiss as the cups got closer. But let's tilt it and see what happens. Yeah, we'll tilt it first and then we'll pop the air bubbles with the torch. I love this area right here. It's so pretty. I like the huge contrasting colors though. I think it's a good idea. Because I think if you put similar colors in both cups, it's just going to look like a ring pour. I really don't want it to be exactly, you know, circular, so we're gonna be pouring it off here in a minute. But I kind of wanted to get it spread around so I could kind of see where it's going. Nope, not yet. Now it kind of looks like a giant, really colorful rose. I love this section right here, so I don't want to lose this section. I think it's probably about time to start pouring some off. I'm trying to decide, do I want any negative space or not? Probably not. I'm not big on negative space a lot of the time. We're going to sort of go back and forth, I think. I'm thinking. Oh, this is so pretty right here, but like everything else is can eat. We're definitely going to have to pour a lot of this off because I like to stretch out those stripes. I like this sort of negative space here and that one, but I don't like this at all. So we're going to get rid of all of the negative space. What I'm really not big on is the center. I'm really not big on that center at all. I love this section here and this section here where they kind of kiss together, but that center just kind of looked, I probably shouldn't have poured quite as much paint on there as I did. But, oh well. Now we know we don't need quite as much paint as maybe I thought we did. Okay, so let's go down off of this corner real quick. Sorry, I know you guys can't see that. I'm sorry. Sorry. Maybe you can see a little bit of it. Okay. I like it better already without that white in the corners. I need it to go off of that corner over there. Oh, I don't know. Let's take it off of this corner. Okay. There we go. It's off of that corner, mostly. I wish I could get just the center to move. Just the center to go off that corner over there. Oh, I really don't like that centerpiece at all. This part right there looks... This is super cool. Pretty stripe going on. Too much blue, too much... I wish I could get rid of that somehow, but I'd have to stretch it all the way off that way and then bring some of it back, and it's not going to work that way. I'm just trying to balance it out now a little bit. I'm not sure there's much more I can do with that. Just fixing this corner right here. Trying to. Well, I think I'm going to leave it alone because I really love this right here. And I don't want to mess this part up. And I love this texture in here. The pretty, you know, looks very kind of earthy, Mars type. Or, and kind of like Grand Canyon, I don't know. It feels a little unbalanced to me, but I can't really tell because I'm so close to it. So I'm going to leave it alone. And let's see if we can get you guys down for a close-up. Let me just wipe my hands off on my wet rag real quick. Little tip for you guys just starting out. Just go to the store and buy you some of these really cheap washcloths. And have a bucket of water next to your table. Fill up your bucket with the water. And just have a wet washcloth. And instead of rinsing your hands in the sink like everybody gets on to me about, wipe them off on your thing. And then dump this in the bucket. And a neat little tip for that, somebody gave me a long while back, is put some fabric softener in the water, and it keeps your washcloths nice and soft, so you can reuse them over and over and over again. Just gonna pop some bubbles real quick. A lot of little bubbles in the middle there. Okay. Okay, let's see. All right. And I noticed in my screen that the cranberry in the painting is really red on the screen. It is not that red. And it's not even like this bright pink through here. That's the cranberry, but it's not that bright. It's a much duller pink. So just kind of understand that it's not quite, it doesn't have that red in it. There you go. Now you can see that right there is the true color. You kind of see all of this through here. That's the correct color. And see, that's the middle where I really don't like it. Of course, because I was dripping a little bit, trying to get them all. But, I mean, it kind of looks cool. Look at that. It's like pink flames meets the underworld. And look at this one. This one's really reaching out. It looks pretty cool. I don't really love the air bubbles in there. Normally I don't care, but look at all the different colors blending together. And then you've got the softer lines out here towards the corners, which is cool. Because the middle is so tough. It's a little harsher. It's a nice balance. I like everything but this little center piece right there. But I'm not going to run my hand through it because every time I do, I really mess things up. So we're just going to leave it. I like that part. That's really cool. Sorry the color keeps changing. It just depends on what color I'm trying to focus what color I'm trying to focus on. But look at this. So soft and blendy. So pretty. I love stretching these lines out. Okay, so I think all in all, I'm going to definitely call this a success. When I stand back from it, I actually really kind of like it. I really like, you know, the warm colors on one side and then the cool colors on the other, and everything's just like all their little fingers are intermingling. I like it. And I even kind of like the center. I'm getting used to it. I'll have to hang it on the wall and kind of stare at it for a while. But yeah, we're definitely leaving it. Not going to touch it after we get off the video, I promise. So, you know, if any of you fall in love with it and want to buy it, trust me, it'll be okay. As long as it dries, and it should dry perfectly fine because we've poured off so much paint. You know, it should be good. So, there's your pretty for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I want to thank everyone for just being the most wonderful friends all over the world. Some of you lately have been leaving me some really unbelievably kind and wonderful comments, and you've been sharing, you know, little parts of your life with me, and I really enjoy, you know, being able to interact with you guys like that. Like I always say, you guys are my friends all over the world, and I truly mean that. So feel free to share anything with me. I'm a shoulder to cry on if you need one. You know, I'm here for you guys. So any questions or comments, you guys know you can either leave them in the comments below or you can send me an email. Sometimes it may be a little bit before I get back to you because, you know, the more subscribers I have, the more comments I'm getting and more emails I'm getting, which I love. I love. Don't ever stop sending them to me. So send me some of your new work. I'd love to see. If you're trying out my formula and you're having really great success, I'd love to see these pictures of your paintings. So send them out to me. Get your kids involved. I know some of you, your younger children are getting involved in this, which is so awesome. I mean, our kids need art. And, you know, I know in the schools, they're sort of eliminating art in a lot of areas. I know in our school, we went from having an art class to having a science/art class, which is a little disappointing, but, you know, it's the way of the world at the moment. So get your children involved in art, in the outdoors. Get them off their tablets and computers and TVs and telephones. Get them outside in the dirt, in the woods, exploring, discovering nature, protecting our environment. All of these things are really important. Your kids will grow up happier and healthier for it. So, okay, I'm off my soapbox. Sorry, guys. It's just, it's becoming spring around here, and we're outside all the time. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I just want to share that with you guys. So please, everybody go outside, enjoy some nature, enjoy the sunshine. And thank you to all my subscribers, all my viewers, everyone who's new to the channel. Welcome. Everyone who's been with me for a really long time. I'm so excited that you guys are still with me and still hanging out with me and still commenting on the videos and, you know, just having fun. Thank you very much to everyone who has donated to my channel. If you would like to donate to my channel, my PayPal link is below. Check out my website. Hopefully, I keep saying this in the next few weeks, I'm going to have more of my artwork, the newer stuff, up on the website, as well as hopefully some pendants. I am waiting on some bezels in the mail, but I think they're coming from China, so it might be a while. But you know, I'm looking to create some more pendants. Yeah, so check out my website. If you want to donate, my PayPal link's below. Please share and like my videos. That helps my channel out tremendously. And one big favor I ask of you guys, if you will watch the ads for me, that is a huge, huge boost to my channel. I get ad revenue from that if you watch the ads all the way through. And you guys, by watching these ads, you guys are helping me pay for my house. Because, long story short, you know, we might lose our house if we don't come up with the house payment in full very soon. So you guys are actually, you're doing more than just, you know, sending a few bucks my way. You're helping me pay for the home that I've lived in with my husband and my 2 kids I've been here with my husband for about 13 years now. So just understand and know that your donations and your purchases of my artwork and you know, watching the ads and everything that you guys do to support me, it goes a lot further than you think it does. So just know from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate each and every one of you and everything you guys do for me. So I hope you guys have a wonderful afternoon wherever you're on the planet. Have an awesome afternoon, day, evening, or night. See you later. Bye.